Welcome to the Unfuck Your Fitness podcast. I am your host, Christy Castillo, and I'm here to give you real talk and cut the BS so you can actually enjoy building a body you love. I'm a personal trainer obsessed with giving you simple action steps to take you from feeling stuck to feeling sexy. Let's go. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's episode. Today we are going to be talking about understanding maintenance calories. And this is going to have a lot to do with also your metabolism, which also ultimately has to do with understanding your body and how to lose weight and keep it off. Your maintenance calories are super, super important, and it's not something that I talk about that often inside of my programs or on social media a lot. Maintenance calories are something that I do talk about with my private coaching clients, my one-on-one coaching clients, because we dive into this pretty deeply in understanding your body. So I would say this is a pretty big statement, but I'm going to say it because I believe it's true. Understanding your maintenance calories is the only way you will ever be able to lose weight and keep it off for life. This is ultimately what I teach my ladies. So I do inside of my programs, my Fit Club, inside of in Fit Club, which is my 3-month program that's seasonally, I do actually dive a little bit deeper in this. But if you were just to sign up for my monthly shred or my shred program where you're basically on your own, I do give you a little bit of guidance, and ultimately what I do teach you is how to get to your maintenance calories and how to manipulate your calories to be able to build the body that you want. But I don't go into detail on exactly what maintenance calories or being in a caloric surplus or a caloric deficit. I don't go into detail on exactly what these things are inside of some of my programs. So this is a huge episode in the sense that you are getting some really, really good information. And like I said, understanding maintenance calories is the only way you'll ever be able to lose weight and keep it off. If you understand how your body operates and how many calories, aka how much energy your body needs to function, you will be able to change your body. You will be able to manipulate your body into a fat loss stage, a muscle building stage. You will be in control. Understanding your body, understanding your maintenance calories is huge. It gives you control. It gives you knowledge. It gives you understanding. It really sets the foundation of you understanding your fitness journey and understanding your body. This does not happen by accident. You have to put in the time and you have to really study. Or maybe not study, maybe just listen to me, take the guidance from me, take what I'm saying and really understand it and kind of go against the grain of, cutting carbs and a low calorie diet. You have to go against those things. And this does not happen by accident. Like I said, anyone who understands calories and understands workouts and body composition doesn't do so by accident. I can't express this to you enough. If you see someone in the gym or walking down the street or anywhere for that matter, and they are built and they look fit and they look like they know their way around a gym, or they just, they fill out their clothes. You know what I mean? You see someone and you're like, oh, damn, okay, she knows what she's doing physically. That doesn't happen by accident. She didn't just fall into that strong body one day she just woke up with it. No, it takes a lot of work, a lot of understanding, a lot of going against the grain, a lot of trial and error. And honestly, I was getting a little fired up when I was taking this part of the notes because most people won't do it. I have tried to coach tons of women in the last few years that are just like, nah, I would rather go drink this magic shake or take this magic pill or take this magic tea or this diet coffee. Or let's be honest, some people are just want to stay the same and complain about it. Because that's easier than doing anything about it, right? They can see someone and be like, oh, it must be nice to be them. Must be nice to have that body. They're so lucky. They have motivation. I don't, right? It's easier to kind of point the fingers and or just stay where you are and or try the quick fixes that are out there, because that's the lazy way to do it. That's kind of a cop out. But that is not you. I know that's not you, because that's not me. That's not the ladies that come to me that want to work with me. When ladies come to me for private coaching or any of my programs, really, like, you guys are ready to roll. I know you're done with the cop outs. I know you've tried all of the quick fixes and you're just done with it because they don't work. So since that is not you, since you want to learn the foundation, since you are ready to be a badass and own it, let's dive into understanding maintenance calories. So to understand maintenance calories, you obviously have to know what maintenance calories are. So maintenance calories are the number of calories that won't cause weight loss or weight gain. It's the amount of calories needed to maintain the current state that your body is in. Now, you can have maintenance calories of how your body is right now, and you can have maintenance calories at your dream body. They're not the same. The maintenance calorie value depends on two major factors. It depends on your BMR, which means your basal metabolic rate, and it depends on your PAL, which is your physical activity level. I know, personal trainer abbreviation, so stick with me. Changes in both of these factors can cause your maintenance calories to change. So if your BMR changes, if your physical activity level changes, your maintenance calories will change. You can manipulate them to be what you want them to be. And this has a lot to do with metabolism also, which we'll talk about in a little bit. If you are unfamiliar with exactly what BMR, basal metabolic rate, means, it's BMR estimates the minimum number of calories that a person needs to burn in a 24-hour period to sustain their basic life functions. So, examples of these basic life functions that your body does on a daily basis while you're resting, that it uses calories to do, are just literally breathing, circulating your blood throughout your body, digesting your food, things your body does at rest. Your body needs a certain amount of calories per day to just perform those tasks. I think a lot of time we look at like, oh, I burned 500 calories during my workout and I got my 10,000 steps in. Yeah, awesome. Great job. But what else did you do today? That's a little bit of your physical activity, but you also were moving all day long. I'm moving my hands just talking in this podcast. That takes energy. When I'm sleeping, my body is still digesting food. I'm still breathing. I'm still circulating my blood. So even literally sitting down or sleeping, your body needs calories just to perform those tasks. Physical movement requires an additional amount of calories. Calories equal energy. And I'll be honest with you, your body needs quite a bit of energy. Your body needs quite a few calories, and very few of us are actually feeding our body exactly what it needs. So, your body can only perform in relation to how many calories it's given. You can't build muscle without calories. You can't lose fat without calories. And when you diet or you cut calories, your metabolism will have to adjust or slow down to meet that amount of energy. That's why you feel sluggish, weak, tired when you are not feeding your body enough. So when you cut calories, you cut carbs, which cutting carbs is ultimately cutting calories. Your metabolism has to slow down to be able to allow your body to spend what calories you do consume for energy, for survival, for basic survival. So if you cut your calories too far, your body's number one job is to stay alive. The way it will do that is to slow down your metabolism so that your body can use the little amount of calories / energy for what it needs to survive. So it's important to know your maintenance calories for so many different reasons, but it's especially important to know your maintenance calories before going into a calorie deficit for weight loss. So many of us are already not eating enough calories and we're overweight and we're struggling, and then we think, well, I need to eat less, so I'm going to cut calories. And this is wreaking havoc on your body. The idea of maintenance calories, which is, again, the amount of calories your body needs to survive, is to be able to eat as much as possible while still maintaining weight. I know the idea of eating more seems like it would cause you to gain weight, but when done right, that's not the case. And let's see, how do I want to say this? when you are thinking about your maintenance calories, if you're going to start eating more calories, you will have to start expending more calories, right? So if you're going to start eating more food, you want to start working out more to kind of balance out those calories. Not like a tit for tat or an in for out kind of thing, but balance. You want to think about the calories that you are consuming, your body is going to want to use. And the idea is to live off of the most amount of calories possible. So that means eating as much as you can, but also moving as much as you can, or getting your body to burn as much energy, as much fuel as it can, burn as many of those calories without you even doing a whole lot. And that can happen a lot with your metabolism. So in a reverse diet situation, this is what I do with a lot of my ladies. My clients will come to me and they're eating a certain amount of food, which is usually never enough. Well, their metabolism has slowed down to meet that amount of energy. So we want to reverse diet them. So what we will typically do, and what you should do in this situation, is increase your calories by 100 to 200 calories for a week. What that will do is give your body more calories, more energy, and your metabolism can increase a little bit. It can work a little bit harder. The next week, increase by another 100 to 200 calories, your food intake. And again, your metabolism will be able to increase its workload. Do that again the following week. You increase by another 100 to 200 calories. And again, your metabolism will increase to meet that amount of energy. What's happening is you are eating more food, more calories. Your metabolism is working harder. And so that balances out, and it causes you to be able to eat more food without gaining weight. This is the idea, premise behind a reverse diet. That is exactly how you would do that. In this case, you will reverse diet. You will increase your calories, increase your metabolism, increase your calories, increase your metabolism, and so on until you get yourself up into a good amount of calories, which is amazing. So great. You have reverse dieted up and you're now, let's say you've reverse dieted and you keep increasing your calories weekly until you get to about 2,000 calories. That's freaking amazing, right? Can you imagine eating 2,000 calories and not gaining any weight? Like, that's amazing. So let's say the next week you increase by another 100, 200 calories and you see a little bit of weight gain. You gain a pound and you're like, oh shit. That's okay. What you can do is stay there. I would recommend staying there because it's only a pound. Do that again the next week. Either stay where you are or increase another 100 calories, 200 calories. If you gain again, the following week, cut back 100 or 200 calories. That would be in a deficit, right? So now you're taking those away. You should lose that pound. And when you get back down to where you are maintaining again, this is your maintenance calories. You have found it. Success. So when you get to this place where you found your maintenance calories, what you want to do is pay attention to the calorie intake, obviously what you are eating. You want to pay attention to what workouts you're doing because that's expending some energy. And you want to pay attention to the movement that you are doing. So how many steps are you taking in a day? Are you being cautious about taking the stairs instead of the elevator? Are you going for a walk? Like, what are you intaking calorie-wise and what are you expending calorie-wise? It all matters. So this is your balance. Now, if you were to cut out some workouts, of course, you're going to have to cut back on some calories because that is kind of tit for tat at that point. So this is your maintenance calories. This is so important because this is where your body really likes to be. Hopefully this is a comfortable place for you. You don't want to get to maintenance calories where you are busting your butt, working out 7 days a week for like 2 hours a day, killing yourself. That's not the idea. Maintenance calories is to find a good amount of sustainable food that you can eat, as well as doing that with a good amount of sustainable workouts that you can perform as well. And for your workouts, you want them to mostly be resistance training, weight training workouts. So once you have met your maintenance calories, you can go from there. If you do want to put on some muscle mass, you would increase your calories by about 500 calories per day, and you would increase your workouts and start seeing progressive overload and start building some muscle. If you are let's say your maintenance calories is 2,000, so you'd want to increase that to 2,500, bulk up, build some muscle. And then once you're done building, I would say for about 6 weeks, you'd want to cut back down to maintenance for about 6 weeks. Same thing with your calorie deficit. If you are in a stage where you want to lose fat, you want to lose weight, you would cut your calories by about 500. So you'd be at about 1,500 calories. I would start there. Do that for about 6 weeks. You can cut gradually too. You can cut 100 calories a week, cut another 100 calories the next week, and another 100 calories the next week, or you can go all in and just cut 500. But either way, that is the way you would do your calorie deficit. I don't recommend being in a cut for more than 6 weeks at a time. You would cut your calories for that 6 weeks. You would assess your progress. Then you would have a new maintenance though, because if you're in a calorie deficit too long, which is why you don't want to be, if you're there too long, your body will adjust its metabolism and bring it down so that it is only working as hard as what you are giving it calorie wise. So that's why you only want to stay there for about 6 weeks. You want to bump back up to your maintenance, stay there for a little while, get your body regulated again for metabolism, hormones, get yourself set up in that place where your body really, really feels comfortable. And then if you still have weight to lose, you can cut calories again by another 400, 500 for a week. For a day. And then do that for another 6 weeks and then assess your progress again. So this is how you would carry on building your dream body. This is how you can manipulate your calories, but you have to have your maintenance calories in check before you do so. This is so, so important. And it's so amazing. If you take the time to figure out your maintenance calories, get your body backed up to functioning optimally, it's so easy because your body gets comfortable there and it trusts you and it can thrive off of the amount of calories that you're giving it. So if you do go over in calories for a week on vacation, it's not a big deal. Your body trusts you and it will shed that as soon as you get back from vacation, right? Or if you're sick, you can't eat for a week, you feel like shit, you're laying in bed, can't work out, and you're just basically in a calorie deficit, right, for a week, that's fine too. As soon as you start eating again, your body will go, okay, cool, we're back to maintenance calories. So that's how you can then have a lot of carbs and not see a lot of weight gain. And that's how you can cut a lot of carbs and not see a lot of weight loss if you just do that temporarily. But knowing your maintenance calories is huge. This is the game changer between you knowing what you're doing, between you understanding your body, and between you being able to do this and not be able to do this. If you don't understand your body, if you don't know how much to feed your body, if your body doesn't trust you, if you don't understand how to manipulate your calories, you'll never truly feel in control. You'll never have that confidence around your calories. And 100%, in fact, I got asked earlier today if I do only nutritional training, because a lot of people can go to the gym or hire a trainer or, go to classes or boot camps or whatever and get their workouts on track. And that helps. It does help. But if you don't understand nutrition, if you don't understand macros, if you don't understand calories and input, output, then you're never going to truly have that confidence. So I know a lot of my ladies, when they first come to me, they struggle so much with calories. And what we have to do is find that maintenance calorie balance to be able to go from there. And this does take time. You will go into this and you will up your calories and your metabolism will follow. And if you're working out and building muscle, you could at the same time not see a lot of movement on the scale. This happens with a lot of my clients. But if you are eating more and you're not gaining weight, that's a huge freaking win. I will have my ladies, for the first 3 weeks, we'll start having them eat more. We'll start them on weightlifting workouts. So they're building muscle and losing fat at the same time. And they're like, oh, Christy, I'm feeling really strong. I'm looking strong. I see my muscles, but I'm not losing any weight. Yeah, but you're also eating 500 calories a day more. You're eating Oreos and mini eggs and Reese's. Let's count the wins here. We're getting you to your maintenance calories with those fun foods, by the way. And then after we do that, we will cut you back down and you will start to see that weight loss. But honestly, when you come to me eating 1,100, 1,200 calories, I simply cannot put you in a calorie deficit and say, hey, go lose a lot of weight, but you're going to have to eat 800 calories. That's just insane. So we do things the right way here at Christy Castillo Fit. We are on Fucking Your Fitness, and that has a lot to do with maintenance calories. So I hope this was really helpful. I love this topic. I love this topic of education. I love bringing it to you in a way that hopefully you can understand. I love bringing it to you in a way that you can understand, and hopefully I do a good job of that. I want to make it realistic. I want to make it practical. I want to give you examples to where you can actually do this, the specific numbers of upping it by 100 to 200 a week after week after week, slowly but surely. That's a lot more helpful, in my opinion, than just going to a website where it spits out these numbers and you have no idea why you're eating the amount that you're eating. So this is a huge topic. It really, really does pay off to spend the time getting to know your body, finding your maintenance calories, and figuring out how to make this work for life. I mean, I know, in the big scheme of things, like taking 3 to 4 months to figure this out might feel like, God, I really want to be losing weight, Christy, instead of maintaining my weight for 3 months. But this will help you for life. It's like investing that 3 months to see it pay off for life is just a no-brainer, in my opinion. So I hope this was so helpful. I was asked a lot. I did a poll on my stories on Instagram last week. And asked for questions, suggestions for podcast ideas, and maintenance calories and metabolism were two of the biggest questions that I got asked, and they kind of go hand in hand. So I hope this was really helpful. I cannot wait to talk to you next week. Thanks for listening to today's show. Go ahead and leave a rating and a review, and of course, follow the podcast so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And I would love it so much if you came to connect with me over on Instagram at Christy Castillo Fit. I will see you next time.